You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. Guys, stick around to the end of the video for a special announcement. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, this one was exhausting. It took a long time. Let me explain. So what can we see? This is sort of an interesting video because we have a unique view kind of across the driver looking out of the driver's side window. We can see some stores here, including a U-Break iFix. We can see what looks like some kind of tobacco shop, but I didn't recognize the logo and couldn't read it clearly. We've got a Cricket Wireless. Then we can see what looks like a sign for a shopping center, but it was too blurry to read any of the details. As you start to make the turn here, we can see what looks like a restaurant, and I thought maybe it was an Applebee's. Then as you continue making the turn, we can see a sign for Meijer, and also there's an Aldi here. So I figured I would use an approach here like I've used in the past, where I would pick several of these different stores, figure out which states they operated in, and then draw a bit of a Venn diagram to figure out which ones to focus on. Most of these stores operate in many different states, but fortunately Meijer only has locations in 6 states. They are Michigan, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Kentucky. Then with each state, I could do the same thing. Pick a few different stores, see what cities within that state they operate in, and then draw the Venn diagram to know which cities you should focus on. So I picked U-Break iFix, Aldi, and Meijer. I didn't have any clues to tell me where to start, so I just picked Illinois. After I looked at every city in Illinois that had all 3 of those places, I moved on to Ohio, and then Indiana, and then Michigan. In Michigan, I caught a bit of a break. One of the locations I checked had a Wild Bill's tobacco shop. It wasn't the right location, but I noticed that this logo was very likely what I saw in your video. From what I could tell, Wild Bill's apparently is mostly in Michigan and a few other states. So at that point, I got really focused on Michigan. But I went through all the cities in Michigan that had the 3 stores that I mentioned, and none of them were right. At that point, I had to take a break and come back to it. When I did, I decided that maybe a different approach would be to start looking for Tobacco Bill locations. Their store locator was kind of a pain in the neck to use, and I was getting frustrated. So I just brought up Google Maps and started searching for Tobacco Bill's locations in Michigan and Indiana and a couple other places. I finally found one that looked promising. I could see a Wild Bill's tobacco shop, a Cricket Wireless, and nearby I could see that there was an Aldi and a Meijer. But was it the right location? It was. You're driving north on US 421 in Michigan City, Indiana. It was definitely the right spot, guys. I could see the U-Break iFixit and the Cricket Wireless. I could see that sign for the shopping center that we couldn't see clearly in the video, and I could see the Aldi that you showed us when you made the turn. By the way, what I thought was an Applebee's was actually a Red Lobster. Okay, so this was definitely the right location, but how did I miss it? I went through every city in Indiana that had stores that we were looking for. Well, it's because the U-Break iFix website doesn't list the Michigan City location. Google Maps doesn't seem to know it's there either, even though we can see it in the street view from 2019. So I don't know, maybe it's not there anymore. Okay, so this one was painful, guys. Before anybody asks, it was probably something like 3 hours total, though not all in one sitting. Okay, so you've probably been hearing rumors like I have that the government might decide to make this app disappear. I really hope that's not true, but I think anything's possible at this point, guys. So I just wanted to remind you that you can find me on the Bird app, and you can also find me on that other video place. So please go check out those things just in case this place disappears. And obviously you can get to all that stuff, by the way, that you normally would, in the same place where you can find the map of all the locations that I've located for you guys so far based on the videos that you tag me in. Please like and share, and if anybody else would like me to figure out where one of their videos was recorded, tag me in a comment on that video.